Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Capricorn for the month of May, including late April 2023. So we are in the sign of Taurus, your cousin sign, earth sign it is, and very grounded energy this month coming up. And you are in your 5th house, Capricorn, so it's the house of fun, the house of just getting out there and enjoying life a bit more. It's also the house of procreativity, so just mind this month, this is, hookups and meeting people and just having a good time with somebody. But it's also the month of babies and children, just saying. So the energy around is the King of Swords. So it's about clarity, it's about seeing things exactly as they are. He's wearing armor, as you notice. So you've got to ask yourself why he's wearing that armour. What's he protecting himself from? So if this man's in your life, you just need to sort of look a bit deeper. You need to ask yourself, why is he wearing that armour? He's usually very good at talking the talk too. So you need to be, he's usually someone that's in a higher position, like a lawyer, a doctor, someone like that, has done well, is very good intellectually, but that doesn't cut it for me. I mean, you've got to be well-rounded in all levels of your life, not just be smart. So, yeah, he can talk the talk. He's a bit of a spinner too, like he can just spin you all sorts of things, say what he wants you to hear. So just watch out. But overall, the energy of the King of Swords is clarity. So maybe you're getting some clarity. So we will see what's going on for you. Let's hope it's going to be fun though, because you are in the house of fun. Where you are right now, Capricorn. Oh, someone's been a bit deceitful there. There's just a bit of a deceitful energy there, and with that clarity you'll get to the bottom of it. There's jealousy there. So we'll see where that jealousy and deceit comes from. So be really careful too, especially with this guy around too. I'm just saying, Capricorn, that can also be you being able to see, and this is just sort of quantifying what this is. If you feel like there's someone around you that you don't quite trust, or they're sort of saying things to you that you just think, oh, why are you projecting all that onto me? It's not about, that's their stuff, it's not yours. So just be careful. It can have its roots in jealousy and this deceit. So let's see how the deceit got to sit right where you are at the moment, Capricorn, with the Influencer card. Yeah, and there it is. There's jealous. Yeah, jealous. So this is an earth sign, younger earth sign guy. So one of your people, earthy people. So, hardworking, knows what it takes to get to where you want to go. Is quite happy to do that. But then there's this jealousy of that. So it could be some of your friends, or, because Capricorns often, they've got it sorted and organised, and other people just look at them and go, oh, look at them. They've got everything, but they just work really extremely hard, don't you, Capricorn, at getting to, like your mountain goat climb. You're a mountain goat. You climb up big mountains. It doesn't bother you how long it takes to get there. So, yeah, this is you being loyal, working really hard, knowing that it's going to be a slow process as well. You do not subscribe to the stuff of, oh, well, I'll be an overnight success, because that's just, that's rubbish. It doesn't, nothing's an overnight success. Nobody is an overnight success. So this energy is sort of, I can say that's for you this month, Capricorn, but it will be a slow moving type of energy this month, but you will get to see, and this eclipse is coming up in 4 days on the 20th of April. So whatever's been hidden, or whoever this energy is, this person, jealous, deceitful person, it will come out. Okay, let's look at March, April and see what was going on for you. Yeah, and just feeling held back, Capricorn, feeling like you want to get to where you want to go, but it hasn't been smooth. There's been, you know, sort of orange traffic light. Every time you get to the lights, it's just gone orange. So it's like you've got obstacles jumping in the way of what you perceive to be. But then sometimes this is good for you because it makes you sort of really focus all the more on troubleshooting problems, or just understanding that, you know, as you do, that to get there it's more of a slow process than a quick process. So just check that with yourself. But yeah, it's a horrible feeling to feel held back. Now, you might be held back for a few reasons there that aren't really clear to you, but I think with the King of Swords there, it will become apparent why you've been held back, whether you like it or not. That card's usually quite helpful because it does teach us to find a way around it as well, instead of just sitting there and throwing the toys out and just going, it's not fair. Just find another way around this, another solution to that, and or understand why you've been held back. Okay. Recent influences. End of a family curse, end of difficult times. So there have been difficult times there mentally in your mind, you know, just wanting to get places, and things have been, you know, with family, maybe it's been a bit difficult. There's been a few, you know, arguments and bother and all sorts of stuff. But now that's starting to, yeah, that's definitely a sign that it's coming to an end. You've sort of worked your way through that cycle, which is good, and you've probably learnt some things about yourself and the family. It's usually family, this one. They're the only people really, apart from work people, that can really generate that sort of, because they're just, you know, in your business kind of thing. Anyway, you get it. But that's coming to an end is the good news. Let's see the lesson you'll be learning in this 4 weeks, Cap. And there's your wish card. So whatever your wish is, you know what it is. So you've just got to put in all that energy you've got into fulfilling that wish. And it's effort put in. It's not just like the magic fairy comes down and sprinkles you with the dust. You have to really like focus and put in to get your wish card, to get your dream come true. And we know these days we will all get there, but we have to put the work in. There's no such thing as silver spoon kind of thing around here. So there you go. So keep the eye on the prize this month. You've had a few setbacks, but that's okay, Capricorn, because you'll thank those setbacks later on. Okay, let's see what's going to happen like first week of May time. 8 of Swords, don't be giving your personal power away to people. In other words, Capricorn, learn to say no, especially when it's sort of annoying you or someone's asking too much of you. You have to say, listen, I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I've got other commitments. I need to focus. Don't be saying yes, yes, just to please people. It's not going to work out, Capricorn, and you'll be the one in the end that comes off worse, because you'll be like, I'm wasting my time saying yes to things that I really should be doing something more constructive. So just watch that energy too. And yeah, learning to say no, it's a big thing, but once you start doing it, it becomes easier, believe you me. And you can say it in a polite, nice manner. You don't have to just be rude or anything. You just sort of, no is no. That's it, the end of it. Especially because this kind of energy, or these kind of people too, they can really sort of hold you back once again, Capricorn. So just, you know, don't let other people be, you know, we are masters of our own destiny, and you can't go, oh, it's their fault because they, you know, whatever. It's like, no, it's your fault because you weren't firm enough to say, no, I can't do that today, I'm sorry, or tomorrow, whatever. So there you go. What's happening you're not realising? Yeah, and you're in the midst of a big transformation, Capricorn. Lots of things are changing in your life slowly. Your focuses are different. this year has been quite amazing for you, but I feel too like you're still in the grips of that change. It's like a big old wooden water wheel that creaks along really slowly, this card. But I think, you know, by the end of the year, October to November, you'll be sorted. But don't worry, these change are new conditions for you. Like, it takes time to adapt, and humans are very adaptable creatures. So just keep going with your transformation. Keep going with the way you want things to be. Keep putting in lots of good energy in order to get out and looking after yourself. But yeah, really big. It's a great card to get, actually, the Scorpio Death card. It's about really committing to changing the way you do things, the way you deal with people, for a better way, an easier way, because the other way that you used to be is now defunct. It's got no use anymore. You chuck it in the bin. Its use by date has gone. Let's see how others see you, Capricorn. Lots of people from the past coming back. Yeah, so you might be getting people calling you from, you know, years ago, or family, yeah, but usually friends hooking back up, or ringing, calling you, messaging you, you know, thinking about you. You might be having a lot of that too. And so in that way too, I feel like that plays into the saying no card. It plays into, you know, just being clear about this new life you have now, or this life you have now, actually. It's not really new, but just, just lots of people checking in on you from that you haven't heard from for a while, which can be really good. But then with that one there, giving your power away, just watch it, because you're on a bit of a... Capricorns are always very busy, and, you know, they're not people that just sort of lounge around doing next to nothing. They've got business all the time. Okay, let's see. Positive feelings. And we have the Two of Cups, so the soulmate card. So yeah, and this soulmate card, and sometimes, as you know, if this is the person that's jealous or being jealous, etc., this is what you have to learn about. You can have all these wonderful relationships with people, especially those soulmate feels, but they also, it can, the border is very blurred. Love can turn to hate in a minute sometimes, because when they don't get what they want, and then you cop the dusting off it. So soulmates can be, you know, they can be fabulous, but then on the other hand, they can be lessons, really hard lessons of life have to be learnt through these people. So just remember that. So it's like anything in life. Nothing is all, you know, Hollywood all the time. It's just ups and downs, and, you know, we're constantly trying to find the fine balance of things, and we only achieve it if we really focus on it. It's hard to do. Okay, so let's have a look at the final outcome, Cap. And then we have the end of a story coming up, the end of a cycle. So I think this is a good card too. So I think at the moment, Capricorn, there are things going on where you feel like, oh, you know, this is just not what I want. But just remember, the retrospect, later on you can look back and go, oh, that's why that happened, that's why that happened. That all happened for a reason. I need to keep my personal power. I need to be aware when people are being jealous or deceitful to me. I need to realise that sometimes with families we have a bit of, you know, it can get a bit intense. Yeah, but overall you're doing really well as the Death card. This, you know, the brand new cycle is going for you, but just go with it for this month. And remember the eclipse on the 20th of April, that will bring out a lot of hidden agendas there. So you will get to see exactly what all this has been about, or who are the players. But I'm sure you know anyway. That's your story anyway. So your message, Cap, is pure livelihood. Your work is to discover your world, and then with all your heart give yourself to it. Inside of each of us there is a longing to do work that helps others experience greater happiness and joy, a work that builds a better world. Consciously choose not to harm others in your work environment. Endeavour to find inner joy and job satisfaction in your employment. Know that the love you put into your work will inspire personal growth. So that's a really good card to get, actually. It's the number 9 card, so that's always a completion card. So whatever's going on for you, Capricorn, we fully endorse it, get into it, and just, learn what you have to learn. Thank you very much for listening, Capricorn. Have a great month.